Kendra with Truest TV, and I'm back with another video. This is another food for thought video, y'all. I want to give y'all a couple of gems. Y'all ever heard about how foreigners come to America and they succeed, and they be like how, I saw a video a while back, it was a couple of years back, on how foreigners come to America and they succeed over black people. Well, I'm going to give y'all a couple of gems, and hopefully y'all take these gems and y'all run with it. A lot of foreigners don't tell y'all that when they come to America, and if you know, you know, when they come to America, they get grants. That's some of y'all white, y'all Armenian, what you call them, Arabic, Indian, Indonesian, Asians, what you call them, Russians, a lot of European foreigners. I don't know how many Africans get it, but I do know like Asians, Mexicans, Latinos, Hispanics, white, Russians, Ukrainians, Chinese, Koreans, Vietnamese, Filipino, any of those type of races, Arabic, Hindustan, those type of people, they get grants. They get land county grants, y'all. This is why they're able to come in and buy stores, gas stations, and all this stuff in your community. They get money from the government. They get a lot of food stamps. Okay, we work. My sister worked for HR. That's in New York Social Service, and y'all know about social service. They get a lot, and I'm talking about a lot. Foreigners in America get a lot of help. A lot of help. Whether it be that they get grants or they get a lot of food stamps. When you want to know where a lot of food stamps, social service Section 8 is being given, it's a lot to your Russians, Ukrainians, Hindustan, Asians, and a lot of European whites who have those programs. A lot of them. And I'm not talking, they are giving a lot of food stamps, cash assistance, government assistance, and they're not put on the same card as us. Some of them and some of them not. Some of them get cash, and a lot of them get Social Security benefits. But also, if y'all want to know how some of them are able to get houses, and I know y'all heard of this, it's called adverse possessions. They squatter rights. This is exactly how America was taken over. Adverse possessions, if y'all don't know, is when you find a foreclosed home, okay, that has been sitting vacant. You get the utilities in that home under your name. You go to the town hall and you get the deed to that house. You pay your $20 or whatever dollars it is, and you get the deed to that house, or the deed to that house. You sign it, the house is yours. But the catch is, back in the day, it used to be 3 to 5 years. The catch is, if the person comes back and they can take ownership of that house, or they got to pay you to leave, or they got to go through proper protocols to get you out of it, right? And that's just giving you 30-day notice, all that eviction stuff, right? But with adverse possessions, squatter rights, you can, if you live in that home for 10 years and nobody comes to retrieve that home, no owner, no random next door neighbor come there and I saw what they did to that black man. That's because he wasn't properly represented. No next door neighbor could come to that home and lie and say, oh, he don't own the home, he shouldn't be able to have it. No, because you're going against the squatter rights. That man had legal rights to own that home. Through squatter rights, they broke and they breached the squatter rights contract, because by definition, that's how America was ruled, and this is how it is being run now. So that's how these presidents are able to be in America, is through squatter rights, because technically all this land belongs to us, the American Indian. But I digress. That's another story for a different time. But what I'm saying is, you can get a home through adverse possessions. So if you sitting there and you don't have a place to live, but you have $20, you got $20, $30 to your name, you can go to the town hall and find a foreclosed home. And a lot of these foreigners will take adverse possession, find a foreclosed home, and if they have any skill, and the best thing to do, if you want to keep that home and nobody to notice, you got to treat the home like it's yours. Keep the lawn manicured. That's why you'll see a lot of these foreigners keep their lawns manicured, and then you'll see them building if they have any skills in building. If they have any skills in building or carpentry, you'll see them going start working on it. You know, cutting out mold, sheetrocking it. You know, and nowadays you could just look up how to do that from YouTube. And they build the house up, and then they get it through adverse possession, and they're able to squat in this house, these foreclosed houses, for many years. That's stability. Now they have stability. They can now progress. A lot of time black people, so-called black people, are not progressing because they don't have, I went and studied psychology on Maslow's hierarchy of needs. They're not stable. They're not stable, and as a result of being unstable, they're unable to do all the other things that comes with a person being stable, right? Thinking about the next thing, income, what business or job they want to open up. You know, it's, you know, when you're not stable in housing, you know, you're talking about these people you're talking about these foreigners living in a home for 20 years, not having to pay any mortgage and any rent. All they're doing is stacking money. So yes, by the time they're done, they have trillions of dollars in their pocket to be able to buy up a business. Get what I mean? Y'all understand? So what I'm telling y'all is to start squatting. Start squatting. And I'm going to tell you, when you start squatting and doing what them foreigners do, they're going to change the game. I'm telling you, they're going to change the game. Because they already started changing the game when black people got hip to squatting. Now it's 10 years. Now, you know, before it used to be 3 years, sometimes even less. It used to be 2 to 3 years, 3 to 5 years. A person come back and retrieve a home. But now it's 10 years. You know what I mean? They did that because we now understood adverse possessions. More of us need to understand adverse possessions. Speaking of that, I'm going to get on that real quick. But anyway, this is Kendra with Truest TV. Y'all, I hope this is a little gem. And I hope, you know, this ain't racial hate. This is just to understand why they get up over us sometimes. But God bless all of y'all. I love every race. I don't hate nobody. You know, God, you know, if you a foreigner and you come here and you bust your behind doing what you got to do, all power to you. God bless. You deserve what you got. Nobody hating. I'm just trying to tell my people where they can get, you know, get up at. And how y'all getting up. So anyway, this is Kendra with Truest TV. Stay up, stay blessed, put God first above all else, y'all.